Okay, this is going to be kind of a complex story, but I urge you to stick with it because we've learned out some really interesting new details about this affordable housing project that was supposed to help middle-income British Columbians in Victoria come into the housing market. You may recall we first broke this story back in March. It was this 135-unit condo in Victoria, built with the help of a $53 million loan from the province, that was subsidized so that the developer was able to sell units at about 12% below market rate to people as long as they promised to live there for 2 years and they didn't have a combined income of more than $150,000. What we found out last spring is that a number of people were accused of breaking the deals of that contract, renting places out, having income that way exceeded the amount that they were supposed to have for this. We put in a Freedom of Information request, which I got back last week. 4,000 pages, I've been pouring through it, and there's a few really interesting details in this. Prime among them, the fact that going back to April 2022, when BC Housing was looking for a loan to buy back some of these condos from people who'd broken the conditions of the affordable housing deal, the executive committee was told there was a high risk that this situation would become public and a medium risk that the public would view it in a negative light, as an example of BC Housing being unable to prevent fraud or abuse. They had a communications plan in place, but what we've learned from emails contained in this FOI dump is that for some reason they chose not to go with that. There's another interesting part of this, which is that people at the time this project was completed were told, the public was told, that people had to not own property anywhere else in the world in order to qualify to buy in this project. In fact, according to this executive committee report, that rule was relaxed at the request of the developer. And so BC Housing agreed to that, meaning that people did and could own property in other parts of the world. And indeed, what's alleged in some of the court cases associated with this is some of the people that bought at this affordable housing project owned several homes worth millions of dollars in other places in British Columbia. Jason Proctor, CBC News, Vancouver.